If only love could always remain as it was on the first day. Surely you know this feeling of fresh love only too well. But then you also know that this high does not last too long. In most cases, after a few weeks or in some cases even after a few months, the hormonal high clearly subsides and everyday life returns. This is the moment when you realize that being in love is not enough to have a happy relationship. That's why we want to give you the best relationship tips in this video, which are extremely effective and simple. You just have to know what to do. So if you also want to have a good running and especially long-lasting relationship, you should definitely watch this video once to the end. Once the butterflies in your stomach subside, it's about finding common ground. Because on this basis, your entire relationship will be built. So you can manage with the tips I'm about to give you, to build a lasting love that will become deeper and deeper over the years. So let's start directly with relationship tip number 1. Number 1, stay yourself. The most important thing in a relationship is that you have a good relationship with yourself. This may sound a bit strange at first, but I'll explain it to you in more detail. You have to know who you are and what you want from life. The most important thing is not to change yourself just to please your partner. Compromises must be made by both parties in a partnership, but they must not be too much of a burden on you or even break you. Because this will sooner or later lead to more and more conflicts and the relationship will break in the end. Therefore, in the best case, do not pretend and remain yourself, because only in this way can the relationship last in the long term. Number 2, tendernesses. Tenderness also plays an important role. At the beginning of the relationship, you often get closer, but in the course of the relationship, these affections decrease more and more. A kiss in between, a hug or some togetherness are very important for the relationship. Because this releases a bonding hormone. Therefore, make sure that you kiss, hug or simply touch each other from time to time. Even if the relationship has been going on for a while. Number 3, argue. At the beginning of a new relationship everything seems to be rosy, but after a few weeks or months the first quarrels inevitably arise. Here it is important that you talk to each other. Things that are not talked about and discussed quickly end up in an argument or are brought up again in the next argument. Therefore, communication is especially important here. Is something bothering you? Then talk about it calmly and objectively instead of letting it eat away at you. Number 4, proximity and distance. For a good relationship, it is important to find the right balance between closeness and distance. Of course, you need time for each other as a couple. But each of you must also have time for yourself to take care of your own hobbies. Otherwise, it can quickly come to the point that you simply can't see each other anymore and one of you ends the relationship. If everyone has their own times when they do things, you can also look forward to your partner more and have much more to talk about. And number 5, distribute tasks fairly. This is especially true for couples who already live together. Make sure that all tasks are distributed fairly. If one person always has the feeling that he has to take care of everything alone while the other does nothing at all, this will quickly lead to a dispute. You can avoid this from the beginning if you distribute the tasks fairly. Follow these simple tips and you will have a long and happy relationship. If you also want to know how to seduce anyone, watch the video that we have linked to you here in the video. Because there we give you the 13 best tips for it. If you like the video then I would be really happy about a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new video.